Welcome the sunrise of new knowing, new life, and new decision. Decision of what I want to know, what I want to create, and how I want to live. Knowing is the sister of not knowing. To embrace either, you must be strong enough to trust, unafraid of failure, and anchored in your inner power. Releasing expectations, control, and the limitations creates space for a different kind of knowing. It has been burned away in the flames of uncertainty, in the surrender to the chaos, in the humility of letting go. All my focus is on this, cultivating positive thoughts, generating positive emotions, and seeing beauty in everything. This is what I choose to know now. Quiet and silent, just how I like it. And guys, you know what? Yesterday it was exactly 1 year since we moved here to the countryside. Even though it's now a year, I am still just so amazed that I can just, whenever I want, just go out and find myself in the wilderness. And that we have learned so much, and that we have changed so much. I have found such a traveler in myself, such a wild soul. Wow, that I didn't even imagine that before. Really. You know what? One day I explored a little bit the feeling of why I like cold. And you know what I noticed? Do you know the fact that if you put water, like a bottle of water, into a freezer and let it freeze, that the whole structure of water's molecules, I don't know the exact words, but it sort of recovers to its natural and perfect state, because as you know, water holds all the information and has memory. So I feel that something similar happens with all atmosphere and with all air and plants, and just simply the energy. Cold sort of disinfects it. That this freeze, it cleans everything out. That's my explanation. What do I see there? Did I find a wild lake? Yes, it is a little lake. Wow! And it's all frozen. We really travel a lot here, but every time I find something new. Cool. And you know what I love the most about such places? What really reminds me of those wild areas like in Scandinavia, that it's totally wild. Like the whole shore has no houses. It's like a hidden gem in the middle of the forest that you just walk and unexpectedly find it as a reward. Yeah, I will definitely come back here in summer. In winter, the season of quiet and stillness, I create silence within my own mind too. Our thoughts are like mischievous dogs or restless children. They seek validation, persuasion, and sometimes even need a firm discipline. That's why, when I ask the universe how to release negativity, to let go of the past or trust in the divine, the answer is always the same. Decide to do it and practice it. Strengthen the connection with your soul and the subtle world. Be patient and surrender fully. This is the path, the power of decision. We are the creators of our own lives, and we choose which truths we commit to. Those that deeply resonate within us. Knowledge, of course, also plays an essential role in this process, as it helps to understand our inner feelings, reconnects us with our essence, and amplify the voice of our soul. So let's go to fulfill our bucket of knowledge together. Good morning. I am driving now.
Reduced speed ahead.
I am driving now to another corner of Lithuania, to the first live meeting of my teachings of the courses that I enrolled. And I am super excited, first of all, because it's the longest drive I've ever had. It's almost 4 hours of drive, and it feels like a real adventure, you know. We see the unseen places and little towns and forests, and it's super early in the morning. As you can see, it's still quite dark. So, yay! Wish me good luck! Okay, it was a short break for filming. Woohoo! Let's keep going! Yoo-hoo! I've arrived in Samogitia to attend Violeta Petraitienė course on the subtle world, universal laws, and expansion of consciousness. For the next 5 months, we will meet in person each month at her beautiful homestead. During this first session, we listened to the lecture, meditated, and welcomed the powerful energies of the teachers of light. The best part is that the venue is only an hour away from my hometown, so I'll be able to combine these meetings with visiting my family each month. Since I haven't shared much about my roots before, I'd love to take you along with me this time, to show you where my love for nature began and what my origins look like. I bought 3 bags of fresh buns straight from the bakery, and they smell so good, and they are even a little bit warm yet still. So now, after my visit has finished to those teachings, I am visiting my parents. Oh wait, it's quite noisy here. Let's go to the other side because I'm still at the bakery place. So the meeting was really great. I felt so much that I am in the place where I have to be, and this I indicate from feeling like very deep joy coming out like from the bottom of my heart. So we were listening to such interesting things about the levels of consciousness and about things like when you are born. First of all, you orientate in this world as a kid from the things that you want or you don't want. So it is like the lowest body consciousness. And then, as time goes by, you become older and then you realize the things you like and you don't like. So this is the higher ego consciousness. But the highest thing, when you remember and you step back into your cosmic consciousness and you realize yourself as that eternal entity and more than body, more than emotions. I am walking behind my mom's house. She lives in these suburbs. She's at work today, so I am going to visit my grandma in the garden and I will bring her those buns, and tomorrow I'm already going home. So the area that I am originally from is actually the northmost part of Lithuania. So sometimes I tell to myself that I am also from the north, you know, a Lithuanian Viking, because here in this area people were the last pagans of the whole country. And actually recently they achieved a milestone of acknowledging officially for paganism and Baltic religion to be official as well, not only Christianity. So I've mentioned in many videos how my grandma shares her wisdom about gardening, food preservation, caring for flowers, and all sorts of wonderful grandma things. So now you'll finally get to meet her yourself. Labai fain židinys, kad gali matyti vaizdą.
Jo, pasilingo.
Jis pasakė, ardyti mes nenorėjom, ardyti, vargą jų
No.
pasistatyti.
Man čia biškėlės sekundės.
Ar angliška bus tai?
Jo, angliškai.
Sūda.
Atvėdavo ištrinsi mūsų garsą.
Jo, aš
Tu neįjuok. Eglė, paragauk mano parpasės. Be sukraus. Bijo paragauk.
Gal biško seno?
Čia spangolė skriena į medus.
Ką?
Spangolė skriena į medus.
O ką nori krienai?
Todėl, kad toks repsas vaistai čia.
Nu jo.
Matai, žiūrėk, koks stambus yra, va.
Aha. Vau, tas tai milžiniškas.
Taip.
Aha.
Va. Matai, va taip, sudėliok, va. Ir pasodink, va, žirnį, turėsi, kaip labai mėgsti valgyti.
Gerai. I have spent a lot of days of my childhood here, celebrating birthdays, visiting neighbors, to spend time with their animals like chickens, dogs, cats, or just enjoying the simple life in the summers when we used to come here like all family here together and spend like weeks just sleeping in the nature, eating in the nature, taking care of the garden. This is a very precious place to me. I also spent a lot of time with my mom, who is like a best friend to me. Her cozy new home and lovely pets. Oh, and hello to you. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that the painting that you saw in my previous video was actually a gift for my mom. So here it is. Nice. good evening maybe. It's quite symbolic that I am filming now the very first shots of the video and the very last ones. Some people start their day at the office, and I'm so happy that I can start mine in nature. The whole January was quite beautiful. Of course, all Lithuania is really surprised of the winter that we have or the winter that we don't have. Yeah, it's pretty sad because I love winters and I need that time to stay in my cocoon and that hibernation phase and just to hide from all the world and take as much time as I need to just not feel too much, not go anywhere too much, even, to get some rest, even from the beauty of the world. Can you relate to that sometimes? This month was quite strong as well, because I started the new teachings that I enrolled, that I have told you about when I was in Sweden. I've got something here. One of the ladies that was here in our retreat told me about these specific energy teachers from higher consciousness, from maybe other civilizations even, that are helping people on the earth and that are communicating through some sort of people who can receive their information and messages and who can channel. So she showed me a very powerful Lithuanian teacher who is writing books and channeling these very strong messages about our planet's shift, about the increase of frequencies and vibrations, and how just we should basically live. I googled her and I saw that she's gathering a new class for new teachings, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's my time to jump in. What she explained, that all this material world is really created in these sort of roller coasters. It has its contrasts. The day has night, sun has moon, and cold has warmth. So the same comes with our mind. There are those higher points of days that we feel naturally easier and better, and we just receive some lessons and teachings from universe, some information, and then we go to some sort of amnesia phase, that everything we knew seems that it's not working anymore, and all the escape methods and tips and just things that seem so natural, how to choose a good mood, how to choose high vibrations, it seems that I don't understand them anymore. And she said that it is a phase to really apply and implement everything we learned, to really show how you can stay in the same trust during those ups and downs. So your job is to sort of draw a straight line of trust and still from all your best choosing calmness when you feel very super excited, to also not to get attached to this and to know that the real, natural, long-term feeling is actually just calmness and not those ecstasies. And then when you are feeling really down, to manage not to believe it as well, that this is just like a cloud on the sun, and still be on the same line, sometimes even just wait it through. After I came back from the teachings, I had a chance to really apply everything in my daily life. So a day before yesterday, I felt so uplifted, so inspired. I felt like very strong energy, and I even sat down and wrote the whole script for my more spiritual video, where I would share more things about what we are learning about. And everything seemed so clear to
Wow.
me. And then the next day, that was yesterday, I felt like shit again. The things that I share with you and talk to you are not just empty words, and they are really real experiences. And I'm very happy that finally some clarity is coming to my life. Do you remember that it was only like a few months ago in autumn where I was sharing the complete opposite, that I don't know anything, that I'm in this phase of total chaos and total surrendering to universe. And now when I open the space, when ego has let go, at least a part of it, of course, because it's a big job, I see how there's finally space for new guidance to come in. So I guess that's that. I am shaking a little bit, so I will finish this video now. So thank you, my most lovely people, sitting out there and being a part of this beautiful art, YouTube and spiritual journey. And special thanks to all of you with whom I meet almost after every video in the comment section, and you take your precious time to really send some beautiful words to me, like the beautiful energy exchange that I send, my love to you, and then I receive it back from you. It's so, so special. Let's all embrace this beautiful year ahead of us, and whatever happens, just take it as that little examination of how you will manage to choose peace and calmness. Some turbulences and some strange stuff happening around is not any kind of punishment or a sign of failure or that you're doing something wrong. It can always be accepted as a chance to evolve and to really prove the universe that you are choosing light, that you have decided to choose light. And then believe me, they are all so ready to guide you towards the best version of your life. Okay, see you soon.